Good morning, Stampin' friends. Actually, it is afternoon. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Linda's Stampin' Escape and to our holiday stamping extravaganza. We are having a fun weekend, playing around, and I hope you are enjoying our virtual holiday stamping extravaganza. I am having fun. I'm learning a lot about everyone. I love it. So now I know how you like your hot chocolate, so I'll have to stock up on some supplies. And I know which Christmas songs you like the best. I'm like Chris, it's hard to pick a favorite. But I guess I would have to say that it would be Silent Night, would be my favorite. My sister and I used to sing that off our balcony when we were kids. So it brings back good memories. And Josh Groban's I'll Be Home for Christmas, makes me cry every time. So, and just like songs evoke emotions, so do cards. They are like a hug with a fold in the middle. So, on that note, we're going to kind of focus on kids today and some fun. Hello, Karen. She says, Michael Bublé. Yes, he's a very soft voice. So, yep. Music and cards. It's amazing that years ago, some people didn't believe that handcrafted items were worth anything. But actually, they're worth a lot. Because it comes from your heart. So let's move on. We need to do some fun and festive here. Hi, Nicole. And like I said, it's gonna, focus around the kids. So fun and festive. And the DSP we used yesterday, also known as Designer Series paper, is the Merry, Bold, and Bright on page 9 in the holiday catalog. And then I'm going to team it up with the Melon Mambo and Cranberry. I'm sorry, that's not cranberries. It's a Granny Apple Green. Oh my gosh. And those are foil sheets. So I'm going to use those today. I'm working with the Granny Apple Green on both cards. And those foil sheets are on sale at 10% off right now. So Karen says handcrafted is the best. Yes, it is, because it comes from people's hearts. And I think quilters have known that for a long time because they do quilting, family quilting things, or everybody would sit together and make a quilt for a new bride or somebody having a baby. I just think that's so special. Okay, got my last cup of coffee in there, so let's get a move on. So I didn't realize how many stamp sets I got that I actually have to color. But this one I got because of him. There's always something that triggers your emotions, right? That you pick out a card or a stamp set, and this was the giraffe for me. Reminds me of my grandson. When he was maybe 2 years old, he had a little giraffe costume for Halloween. So it just made me think of him right away. And that is not a hippopotamus, although I made CDs for each of my kids, grandkids, I should say, that said I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, drove their parents crazy. Well, paybacks, right? So fun and festive it is. And I already stamped my little images because we are going to be doing the coloring again. I'm keeping it simple on our first card. A lot of Granny Apple Green on here. And I am using the different bulbs today from the Merry, Bold, and Bright designer paper. Nicole says that's one of her favorite songs. First time I heard it, I kind of went crazy. It was so cute. And my friend is a DJ, so he made those Christmas CDs for all my grandkids back then. And they loved it. And like I said, drove their parents crazy. Okay, I am going to start with the Stampin' Blends I'm working with today and the Light Smoky Slate. So we are going to color in our rhinoceros here. I suppose you could have a rhinoceros for Christmas, right? Sometimes I like using this tip because it's nice and big. And then I'm going to come around here and just add a little extra in to create some highlights and lowlights. Like I told you yesterday, you can do that with one marker, even though they come in a 2-pack. It's kind of cool. And the wetter it gets, the nicer it blends. So see how you get that nice two-tone look? So, hi Sharon. So we're going to color him all in here. Oops, one out of the lines there. We do have a color corrector too, so you can take that and it'll pull color away. Got to be a little light-handed with it though, because it will pill your paper if you're too rough with it. All right. There we go. See, when you're working with the one color, it doesn't take too long. And I got all sorts of colors here. And let's go. We're going to use the Granny Apple Green because that is what our paper is. So, and I am using the brush tip. But remember, when you use the brush tip, go nice and soft with it. You don't need to push on there. If you have a tendency to be a little heavy-handed, go with the bullet tip until you get used to working with these, because the paper will suck that alcohol right into it, so you don't have to really press. And I'm going to do all my green right away. That over here. See, now that's just a little darker. It's like our light's coming in from this way. And we're going to color in our bow on this one. And let's do a little green cap and scarf for that guy. All right. Oh, you know what? I want to do this one green too. Might as well, right? Get a little extra green in there. Let's go a little heavier on the bottom. So now you're getting coloring colories. Hello, Barb. Lots of coloring this weekend. And that's okay, right? That was one of the things on the list. And speaking of the lists, I have one out there that asks you what technique that you would like to learn, or what stamp set you would like to see me use. Doesn't mean I have all of them, but I can try. And then I will put that on my list of things to do. All right, let's color his little hat in as well, and scarf. There we go. And let's make this guy a bluebird, since we have our cardinal, right? Oh, we should have put a little red bow on here. It's nice because it doesn't take real long. And then I'm going to take this brown. I think this is like the medium color. Back when I bought these, they were all numbered 100 through 900, I believe. But now they sell them as 2-packs. Back then it was a full pack. You bought all 10 of them. All right, there we go. Let's do this guy in green. Green and red look good together, right? Okay, and let's add a little bit of that red right here to his scarf. It could be red, it could be blue. You guys can do whatever colors you like. We're just going to make this look a little Christmassy. Oops. And while I have the red out, we'll do our bow. Okay, didn't take too long to color that in, did it? And you could have your kids do it. And let me grab like a little lighter color here. Let me practice on something first. A little piece. All right. And we'll just add a little bit more here. Make it look like snow. Okay, let me bring this a little closer for you. There you go. So super simple. You can do shading with just one color, although we didn't do much of it on here. We're just coloring our packages and everything. Okay. Whoops. Now we are going to take, this is just a super simple card on our first one. And we're using that Granny Apple Green foil paper. And again, you can find that on page 9. Oh my gosh, this Stampin' Seal is super sticky. Once it's down, it's down. I've been using glue a little more, so I'm not quite used to that. Okay, let's take our full Granny Apple Green background too. Wow, this is what I mean. We're using the fun kid colors, and it's just like that. The foil is Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. That are some crazy colors. The girls will love them. And I'm on a mission this year for getting Christmas cards out. I know I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I don't send out Christmas cards as much as I would like to. All right. I did not do anything with that yet, so let me grab a piece of paper. And we are going to stamp a little something for you with lots of love from me. And as we were talking earlier, how handmade gifting is, I've got to do it this way. I can just see better. There we go. Let that ink settle in there. And I am looking for that punch that I had yesterday. There it is. I'm going to punch that out. Ooh. And let's see here. Get this right up here. So I'm going to add a little adhesive right there. And we're going to stick this on here. And now we're going to do our dimensionals. There they are. I know they couldn't go far because I have a whole pile here. I just got a pile of other stuff sitting here as well. Here we go. You know how that goes, right? All right. I got stuff flying in everywhere. There we go. Let's get that on there. Want to make sure that those don't move anywhere. I'm going to put another one actually up on the top, and that will catch it. And that Stampin' Seal Plus is quite hefty, so I don't think we have to worry about that going anywheres. Hello, Vicky. We are just making the front of our card, and we are talking about coloring again and fun kid colors. So there we go. All right. So there, is that crooked? Oh my gosh, you guys. I think I'm crooked today myself. Not in the, just in a nice silly way. A grandma way maybe? Okay, let's get this straightened out here. There we go. That better? Better. Maybe if I wasn't looking. I know a lot of people stand when they do their demos and stuff, so I get why now, because maybe that's why I'm always crooked. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's do our inside. And of course, it says a little something for you with lots of love. So yesterday we talked about using your designer paper to create that pocket to put gift cards or money in. So let's do that. So simple. Just pull out your punch and create that little pocket. And then, since we are on this regular nice length here, you wouldn't have to use the peeling tapers, but I am for the bottom. Just because the other adhesive is a bit wider. But making those, gift cards does not have to be hard. It can be easy. And this is one way to do it where it's nice and easy. Okay, let's get this on here. Super simple. Gift card goes in. I'm taking that all the way down to the bottom. And now you can see your gift card can just slide right in there. Put this on the inside. Kids are getting harder to buy for. Of course, my kids say I'm getting harder to buy for. So I usually tell them, well, just come and visit. Let's just plan a time to go out and eat together, whatever, just a little get together. So there we go. Your gift card goes in there. Oh, yes. And our little piece here is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. You can make that a little bit larger, but I don't know if you want to go much smaller. So there is our first card. Another little gift holder. Super simple to make. And a little bit of bling bling for the kids. So there we go with that one. I have another one for you. Of course, I had to do that. Our little giraffe, he was a must for me. So put our shaded spruce over there. We're going to use the same things that we did there. And on this one, I am going to show you how you can take 2 different colors and create a new color. So I'm coming in here with the green. We're going to do the tree first. Just color him in. And again, with one pen, you can get that shaded look. All you have to do is just go over it again. And sometimes again. So you can go over it several times to create the light and dark effect. Right now we're pretty much one color here. It goes on nice and smooth. Now you can come in and just brush in a little more and create that nice two-tone look. Because trees really aren't, I don't even think Charlie Brown's tree is one color, is he? Okay, come back in, go over a third time. This time I'm just using short little strokes. And you can see the color difference in there. Cute, isn't it? Well, we got our green out, so let's do our holly. And we'll do a couple stripes on the Christmas balls here. That one's going to be green. We'll put little green dots on that one. Do a little green on that one. Oh, and we'll even do a little green on the one he's holding. Whoops, got a little wide on that. Okay, so let's work on our guy here. I'll put the red in later. I am going to start with this medium tone here and our lemon lolly. So I'm going to come in first with the brush and I'm going to lay down that lemon lolly. We're going to do our star. And then I'm going to come about halfway down. And I'm going to come in with my, I'm using the, oh my Lord, my brain is not working. Using the painter tip, the brush tip. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, now I'm going to go in with the bullet tip and I'm going to blend these two colors. And this is where you can create whatever colors you like. The more of that alcohol in there that you get, the easier it is to blend. So now you can come back in here, add a little bit more, and then come back in here again and mix that up. Squeaking too. And then it softens it all up as well. All right, so now I'm going to go down here a little further. Bring in our medium brown there. I don't want it yellow, but I don't want it brown either because our dots are going to be brown. So it is on the yellowish side, but not quite as, because here's your yellow. So can you see the difference there? Let me push this up just a little closer. There we go. So it's fun. It's once you start collecting, start with your basic colors. And then start moving into, you know, other colors that you think you would like to get into. I know I have some ladies who just want them all, and I don't blame you. It's a nice collection to have, especially if you're really starting to get into it. And again, it really doesn't take that long. And let's do his legs quick. We're going to leave this kind of light right there, one light spot. And then we'll do his legs. And let's do his little toes all the way brown there. Okay, come back in here. Kind of fun, right? Like I said, and you can do this with the watercolor pencils, and that's what I would have the kids using. I don't know if I'd let them play with these right away, unless they have a soft hand and they want to do that. Karen says, maybe I missed it, but was it stamped in Memento or StazOn? It is an alcohol-based pen, so you always want to stamp in the Memento ink because then you won't get the smearing, although because I used so much, it just bled a little bit, but the alcohol in the StazOn, because that is a solvent ink, will make a big mess. So do not use the StazOn. That's for your basic watercoloring. So that was a very good question, Karen. Okay, now I'm going to take the new pecan, and we're just going to dot in our little spots. And now you can see how much that little bit of blending really does work together. So cute, isn't he? This will be my grandson's Christmas card. He is getting the giraffe for Christmas, definitely. Well, thank you, Karen, for asking, because that was a really good question, because we did not talk about that this morning. I probably did yesterday, but it's always nice to hear something more than once, because what do they say? It takes 7 times to actually remember something. And for me, ladies, it probably takes more. I just sent a message to my niece, and I'm like, please give me all your addresses, and I'm like, please tell me what your son's girlfriend's name is, because I forgot. I'm so bad. My memory, not good. All right, and the rest of these, we're just doing that quick color in there. Let's take that gray that we used for our rhinoceros and make our little pan here. Or I shouldn't say pan. It's not a pan, but it's holding our tree up. And then come back in here, and we forgot some red. So I'll do that quick. And you could color your ornaments anything you want. Let's grab that light brown and do our basket. And even that you could shade a little bit if you wanted to. Make that a little lighter. Make this side a little darker. Just looks really cool when you start doing all those two-tones in there, doesn't it? And one more while we have this in our hands. There we go. So super cute, super easy to do. Karen says, I could use that giraffe to help me decorate her tree. So true, right? You really could. And, you know, you could put that Stella on there if you wanted to. Okay, so now I have that Granny Apple Green foil back. So we're going to do this. I want to make sure I'm getting the right side here. And there's my adhesive. I don't need a lot, because that is just going to peek out and create a nice little focal point there. Okay, let's add front in here. Let's get our card base. This is Shaded Spruce. And those are the colors in this designer paper. Also, the, oh my gosh, what did I call that? Merry, Bold, and Bright. I had to write that one down because for some reason I never remember that one. So, Merry, Bold, and Bright. Uh-oh, sorry, Candy. Candy says I'm teaching alcohol marker classes without her. I'm sorry. All right, I cut this one a little long, so we'll have to cut it off, but let's just get this on. So both of these, remember yesterday we showed you how there's two great sides on here that they don't necessarily have to be Christmas. So if you run out of time to use this for Christmas, leave it out because you can use it for birthdays. Such a nice paper. There we go. Now we're going to add our dimensionals to pop this up. And yep, I'm going right along that seam there. Oh, excuse me. And because we have this nice, thick, it's more like a cardstock, the foil sheets are. So I don't have to add that extra in the middle. Remember, we don't like saggy fronts, so, oh gosh. There we go. Let's get him on here. Let's put this on. We don't want to have to do what we did yesterday with all that interesting maneuvering. This will make it easier. And again, so shaded spruce and the lemon lime twist, and then our granny apple green was our color. So this little guy is cut at 2x4. So my green, I believe, what did I cut this at? It's probably 2.5 by 4.5, maybe. It looks pretty close. There we go. All right, because we have our fa la la on the front, I am putting my greeting on the inside. So let's work on that inside. The inside today is going to be a pop-up card. So we already have our piece folded. This is 5 1/4 by 8 inches long, and it's scored and folded at 4 inches because that is going to tuck inside here. And then we are going to create a pop-up. So how you can do that super simple is just bring this out. Now normally I do this the other way. So I'm hoping this works for me. How do you like that? No practice before the live. I've made so many of these. You're going to pull this piece out. And I'm wondering, I don't think I need to be. This piece gets folded out, and it's being a little Dickens for me. There we go. I need to fold this. So we're going to pull that out and fold this way. So you do have that little gap in there. Okay. And I stole my little Christmas tree from the Merriest Trees. I should have made that a little wider, but that Stampin' Seal Plus is really sticky. So now that's going to fold, and when it pops out, you're going to get your tree popping out. And I need my little greeting. And I thought I did a wonderful job prepping for that when we had that sale so we could buy all the ink refills. And guess what I missed? My shaded spruce. It's not bad, but definitely on my to buy list, because if you have to tap so much to get some color on there, oh yeah. And then an old trick, huffing. Just want to make sure that that is moist enough. Karen said she likes the pop of red on the front. There you go. We got our wishes and our pop-up tree. And now I'm going to use glue for this. And at first, I am just going to add a little here. And I'm going to flip this over and add that there, because I can always go back in when that lifts. Just to peek to make sure I have it on the right side. There we go. Hold that down a little bit. So those pop-up cards are not hard to make at all. And they're so cute and so much fun. So there we go. And now all you have to do is come back in here, lay down a little extra glue, and get your sides. Because once you got that center, I always like to do that first, because otherwise sometimes it gets a little crooked on you. All right, so there is our cute little giraffe. And there is our little pop-up trees, since it's all about the trees, right? And he's decorating. So, merriest trees, that's where this comes from. And I will be showing that one tonight at 6:30, so don't forget to join me live. So here is a little festive and fun cards. I hope you enjoyed these. And remember, if you like that foil, if you like that shine, it's on sale right now, 10% off. And all of this is being discontinued. Yep, it's on the discontinued list. So I thought twice whether I wanted to pull these apart, but I had to have this one. So, yep, no problem there. So enjoy your afternoon. I will see you back here at 6:30 and with our merriest trees. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. You have a good afternoon, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. Bye now.